Hi there, this is Carrie from Stamp with CT, and it is Wednesday, the 16th of August, and we are excited to be here with you today. Dale is here in the craft room with me, but Oliver, what?
Hello, y'all.
He's waving in, he says hello. Awesome. So, we are excited to be here with you today. Oliver, the crafty pup, is getting his teeth cleaned at the vet. So, just double checking to make sure everything looks good on camera. So, if you're catching this part of the video, you're watching the replay. I think I say that most weeks, so welcome. Glad that you're here. It always takes Facebook just a minute to send out notifications so friends can jump on and watch live. But whether you're watching live or on the replay, we're happy to see you today. Be sure to leave those comments. Send us up a heart or a thumbs up. It's encouraging to us. We do love creating projects and sharing them with you, spending a little time crafting and connecting, but we can always use that little bit of encouragement, so we appreciate that. So we do have a fun project for you today that I think you're going to love, and I hope that you'll wait and stick with us to the very end. We do have some more projects to share with you. So good morning, everybody. Let's go ahead and get started with the crafting. I know that's what you're here for, right? We do have some announcements too. We'll try to kind of sprinkle those in as we're working. So I have a really fun card to share with you, and this is called a Faux Step card. This is one featuring the Lace Shops Designer Series paper. It is super, super cute paper. I'll show that to you in just a moment. It's one that we have not used so far. This is the first time that I've opened up the package and really had some fun with the paper, and it is really, really cute. So this is a Faux Step card. It does stand and display, and it is a fun fold, but it is one that's easy. It looks really fancy, and it's fun to decorate, but it is a really easy card to do, isn't it, Dee?
Absolutely.
So this one I went all out and even put some Designer Series paper on the back and decorated this part of that mechanism on the top. We took a class, or I took a class from my friend Shirley Merker, and she runs a group for direct to Stampin' Up demonstrators. So I don't have a team leader. I report directly to Stampin' Up. And so she runs a group for us and does a wonderful job. And I was able to take a class from her to learn how to create this card. And although I've made a Faux Step card before, I really, really like the measurements that she used because it utilizes our paper a lot better. So we did a couple projects for team meeting this month using this fold, and I just thought it would be fun to share it with you guys as well. So for this sample, I've got a sentiment here, Life is Sweeter with You, and it comes from the Share a Milkshake stamp set. We used this a lot when it came out last year. It's super, super cute. So don't forget to pull out the stamps that you have in your collection and utilize those with new papers and new embellishments and ribbons and dies. Be sure to pull those out because a lot of times you can utilize those in your crafting. Of course, there is, let me find the page here. There is a sweet collection for Lace Shops, and you'll find it on page 26 of the annual catalog. You can see lots of super cute samples here. I love these little shops. And then you've got the Designer Series paper. There is a stamp set and dies that go along with this, but I did not purchase those. So that's why I just reached for something from my collection to add a sentiment to the card. Thought that turned out really cute. And let's take a look at the paper. You know, normally I have those little swatch books, and we have misplaced our Lace Shops swatch book. So you're going to get to see the full sheet. Let me make sure this one's going the right direction here. So you'll get to see, and it's probably, honestly, with this paper, it is easier for you to see it just the full sheets. And it is super, super cute. Whoops. I'm getting it upside down. Hold on just a second. Let me get that facing the right direction. And then this one also has some more shops. It's really, really cute. Okay, so that is the A side of our paper. Like I said, I think it's better to just show you the full sheet of paper for this one because it's not like a repeating pattern. And the B side is really fun. You have in this Daffodil Delight, Misty Moonlight, Balmy Blue, Old Olive. I'm trying to think what else.
None of navies in it?
No, that's Misty Moonlight actually. Petal Pink. I started to say Pretty Pink. I don't know why. But we're using a couple of these papers today. So Calypso Coral. Yes, that's in there too.
Great, not.
That's actually, I think, Misty Moonlight. I think so. I'm not sure where the paper pack is. We're a little bit disorganized. How about that? My craft room looks like a tornado came through. So let's create a project together. And I'm going to pull in the artistically inked stamp set. And all we're using from this is the Hello sentiment because we are going to create a card that has a little bake shop this time. So let's take a look at our card base. I'm again using the basic white, the thick basic white for our base. And we're starting with this. It is 9 inches by 4 1/4. And then it is scored, let me turn it this way, it's scored at 1 1/4, 2 1/2, and 5 3/4. So we'll go ahead and start burnishing score lines. And I always think that that's important with your projects, but especially when you're doing a fun fold. We're going to fold this piece up to create our step. So burnishing that just really makes a big difference and gets everything to cooperate and lay like you want it to. I know what else I was going to do, Dale. I grabbed a envelope. Will you hand that to me? Because I want to show you that this is a regular sized card that will fit in our medium envelope. So maybe better if I turn it the other way to get it in there, but it will fit. I promise you it will in that envelope. There we go. So isn't that cool? So it just fits right inside. And you have lots of surfaces that you can decorate. You can just really go all out. Like I said, I've got some more samples to share with you, so stick around to the end. This piece is, let me stop and think, 8 1/2 by 2 1/2, and then it's scored at 5 1/2. Burnish that as well. So just to take a look at the base, this part is going to come down at the front, go up and over. And that does not look like it lined up perfectly, does it, Dale?
No.
Not sure what happened there. I must have gotten a little bit crooked. Let me see if I can kind of zhuzh it. I may pass that down to Dale to work on for a minute. And we'll do a little bit of stamping while he works on that. See if he can fix my oops. So it is important to make sure that your scoring is accurate, especially with the fun fold. And we're just going to stamp hello. And this little banner comes, of course, from Stylish Shapes Dies. Y'all know I love them so much. And I'm stamping hello with Old Olive ink. And that's a little bit wonky. I have one that I stamped last night. I'll use it instead. Let me get this stamp over on my chamois to clean. And then I'll bring in some pieces of Designer Series paper and we'll talk about that a little bit. So we do have the cute little bake shop, and Dale fussy cut this from the designer series paper. So it is a little bakery. You can see the loaves of bread and stuff. It's so, so cute. Thank you. And there's our hello. And then we've got a piece, two pieces actually, of designer series paper that are 4 by 3. So they're going to go on the front and back. And then a little strip that's 4 by 1. And I just decided to take that same pattern and go in the other direction with the stripes. Then 5 1/4 by 2 1/4. And then, let me stop and think, 2 3/4 by 2 1/4. So I think the first thing we'll do is decorate this little arm mechanism. So these pieces are just going to layer on here. Now you don't have to decorate up the back of this, but I just thought it was fun. When I did the class with Shirley, she did decorate the back. And let me get my little glue holder in here so I don't have to put my lid back on. It keeps my glue flowing. What do you think of this paper, Dale?
I like the paper. It's got a lot of cute designs on it.
It does, doesn't it? We'll just get this lined up. Oops, a little bit wonky there. Try to get an equal border all the way around. Looks pretty good. And then this little piece is going to go on the back. And the card that I created in Shirley's class I'll have to share with you in just a little bit. I always love taking classes from other demonstrators and just kind of seeing, you know, how they do their tutorials and how they package up the materials, and just see if there's something that we can do in our process. You know, we can always learn from each other, but like to see if there's something we can do in our process to improve for you when you take classes with us. Of course, I got glue on my fingers, right? Now we're going to take this little strip and it's going to go on the step here on the front of the card. And that paper just, so cute. I really, really love this striped piece. And you could just go crazy with the decorating and layering it up. Okay. I think I scooched that a little bit down that way, didn't I? I think that looks pretty good. Okay. And then we've got a piece to go on the back. And you want to put, if you're going to decorate the back, you need to do this part before you put your mechanism on. Now with the class from Shirley, I got a large tutorial that I could print out. And one of the other demonstrators, I know she was from Canada, used this same paper to create her card. So what was awesome is I got all kinds of ideas using this fold. A lot of people use the Countryside Inn paper, which was fabulous. So think about the designer series paper you have in your collection, and I will share measurements for this project. Once the video's over, I'll go back and edit the description, and if you create a card like this, I would love to see it. Wouldn't you, Dee?
Absolutely.
Okay, so we've got the basis of our card done. Gonna let that dry for just a second. We'll be getting ready for decorating here in just a moment. So this piece is going to come down here, the long part in the front, and then just attach to the back. So you really have a lot of options with this. What I love is that you can move this down. You can center it up if you want to. You can justify it over to the left or to the right. What I plan to do again is to put the little building on, so I want to make sure that I leave room for the awning, that's going to fit on the card and stay within the borders of the card. So right about here is going to be good. So I'm going to put a little bit of liquid glue on the back here, or a lot of it, and get some on my finger. Y'all know. Y'all know. Is there a little scrap? You just took my trash out, didn't you? Just need a little scrap of paper to wipe that glue off. So we'll give this just a second to dry, because it is part of the workings of the card, so we want to make sure it's good and dry. You wipe that glue off, thanks. All right. And then to attach the back, again, we'll put just a little bit of glue here. And I'm going to hold this card down and just bring this flap across. Now, when I've created a card like this before, I took the paper all the way down. I used the 11-inch side of the paper. But again, I really liked Shirley's measurements. It made better use of the paper. Okay, so now we're going to put our little shop on here. And I think I'm going to come up just a tiny bit from the bottom. So let's use some dimensionals to pop on our little bake shop. This really reminds me, we lived in Germany, gosh, it's been 30 years now, but we lived in Germany when Dale was in the Army. And over there you do have all those little individual shops over in Europe where you go to the meat market, you go to the bakery. Of course, they have little grocery stores and stuff too, but it was very different. Of course, it may have changed some in the past 30 years. I bet it has.
Probably.
Yeah, but it was always fun to go to the bakery, and oh my goodness, it was dangerous to go to the bakery, wasn't it? So delicious.
Everything looks so good.
Mm-hmm. And their sweets are a lot different than ours, or they used to be. They're not super sweet like ours. You have a lot of dark chocolate that's used, and just a little bit more savory sweets. I think I missed. This one's being persnickety. That somehow got underneath. Yeah. Could be user error. Let's just use this other one. That's what Shane used to tell me, my son, that it was a USER error. I'm going to turn this sideways to add this piece now. I think I do want to bring it over just a little bit. When Dale fussy cut, he even got the little bushes on the side of the building. That didn't go as planned. Let's try that one more time. I think that looks a little bit better. That looks straight, Dee? Ish.
Yeah.
I think that could probably come down a little bit on this side. That paper is a little bit deceptive to the eye, isn't it?
Yep.
Anyway, I'll judge with this later, but you get the idea. Okay, so we're gonna have our little shop on there. And then what's really fun is we have this space that we can actually bring our sentiment over into, because this is still part of the card. So I'm going to add another dimensional and kind of figure out where I want my hello. Probably right about there. I may try to bring 2 dimensionals. Let me see if I can do that just for some added strength. Put them really close together. And let's add our sentiment. I love that. So it's just a little flag over there. that says hello. So of course this one as well is going to stand up and be able to be displayed. Does our hello look straight?
Yep.
Okay. Now let's do a little bit of embellishing. I have the Petal Pink ribbon, and I think in the past I've told you this was Bubble Bath, and I was wrong. So Petal Pink ribbon, it comes from a duo combo pack in the Zoo Crew Sweet collection, and there's Petal Pink and Lemon Lime Twist ribbon in that combo pack. And this Petal Pink is really, really a pretty ribbon. Let me bring it a little closer where you can hopefully see there's some texture to the ribbon. Just really fun. Gonna just tie a sweet little bow and bring my tails together and snip that off together. One of my favorite little tricks so that my tails are pretty even. I know some people can just snip and it works great for them. That is not how I roll. So now let's figure out, do we want the bow up there? Do we want it over here? I really kind of like it just above that shop.
Okay.
We'll grab a glue dot. Of course, you could use some liquid glue, but I really love using just a couple of glue dots to add ribbon to a project. Put that right about there. I think that's pretty much in the center. But we're not done yet. We're going to bring in the iridescent, let me look at the name of these, iridescent pastel gems. And I like to keep my gems in a clear envelope. And for some reason, I have a couple of these started. That does not surprise you, does it?
No, it doesn't
No.
surprise me. Do you use them all off one row at a time?
No, not at all. They're all used from scattered places. And these I carried over from the mini catalog last fall. They're really pretty. I'm not exactly sure what colors they are, but they really pull like the Calypso coral. They're kind of a, there's kind of a what is that called? Variegated color to them. So they lend themselves to so many different projects.
That's the iridescent color.
Mm-hmm. So I think what I'm going to do is go with some of the smaller ones. Let's see. It's so hard to choose. Let's go with this row right here. I could really use any of these on this project. And I think I'm just going to sprinkle these on. I think it would look cute up here to have a couple. Just to add a little something to draw your eye up. And I do like to work in threes with this type thing. I want one down here. Let me think. It's the hardest part is figuring out where to put the bling, right?
Absolutely.
Okay. I think we are done with our project. Absolutely adorable. I love this so much. So, so cute. And then, of course, it can be displayed. And if you use a colored cardstock, you can also put panels on the inside there that you can write on, either cardstock or designer series paper. And I did promise you some more samples, so let me grab those right quick. I'll show you the one first that Shirley did in class. And this is one using Let's Go Fishing. Now this is a little bit my spin on it. I don't think I did it exactly like Shirley, but very similar to her. And of course these are all her measurements and cutting and scoring. And then on the inside she used a piece of designer series paper. Kind of looks like a map that you can write your sentiment on. So of course this one too stands up and displays. Oops. Awesome. So we have a more masculine version. And then for team meeting, we created this one with the Delightfully Eclectic Designer Series paper, and just put a white inside panel. So again, stands up and displays. I guess I could leave those standing up, couldn't I?
Sure.
And then we have made a couple in the past in class with the Fresh as a Daisy Designer Series paper and used the die cut as a focal image. Now this one is oriented a little bit differently. The paper here, your base is 5.5. And then this is the 4 1/4. And on this one, I did take that all the way down to the edge. But again, you're going to get more from your cardstock, from your Designer Series paper as well, if you use the measurements that Shirley used. So that's the one we made in class, I think a couple months ago. And then I have one more that was my inspiration for the class, and this is one that I received as a swap. So I am not sure who created this card, but I received this from another demonstrator. So just to give you even more ideas of how you can create these cards, and she's just got a white inside panel. They're just really, really fun. Gives you such a chance to show off die cuts and Designer Series paper, which I know we absolutely love to do, don't we?
Sure.
Okay, let's talk a little bit. What?
I said we sure do.
Yes, we do.
Like to show off that paper.
So let's talk a little bit. We've got bonus days redemption period going on. So if you earn bonus days coupons from Stampin' Up! Last month, be sure that as you check out, you're adding those coupon codes. You don't want to lose those bonus days $5 off coupons, and you need to use them by the end of August. And we are already past the halfway mark of August, believe it or not. And Dale did have a birthday on Monday, and it was a milestone birthday. You want to share how old you are? No?
65.
He turned 65, y'all. He turned the speed limit. So happy birthday, Dee. And then we also have the online exclusive. So if you go to my online store at stampwithct.stampinup.net, you can just type in online exclusives and it will pop up these products that are only in my online store. They're not in a publication, in a catalog. And you can just see there's some really nice papers and embellishments. There's a beautiful Christmas stamp set. So just a little teaser kind of before the new mini catalog comes out soon. And then we also have this month through the end of August a sale on our kits collection. And again, those are available in the online store. You can just type in kits and it will pop up all the available kits, and many are up to 30% off, including a brand new kit called Festive Tags, where you can make 15 Christmas tags. And even that one is marked down from $13 to $11.70, I think. So you can even save on a brand new kit, and it's really, really cute. And then I think one of the most important announcements that I have is we have a new mini catalog coming soon for customers. This beautiful holiday catalog will go live on the 5th of September. We have catalogs ordered, and we will be getting those out to customers hopefully in the next week or so. We need to start working on that, don't we? We will also be offering a Designer Series paper and ribbon share from this catalog. So if you've never participated in that before with us, you actually share each of the packages of Designer Series paper and each of the bolts of ribbon from the new catalog, so all new product. And you can choose to do the paper or the ribbon or both, and you share it with 3 other people. So you get a quarter pack of everything that's new and awesome. So it gives you an opportunity to have some beautiful new product in your hand at a reasonable price, and I'll be posting about that soon as well. Okay, can you think of any other announcements, Dee? Oh, Cardstock Club, yes. So actually the deadline for Cardstock Club was yesterday, but if you still want to get in on it, it's not too late. We've done Cardstock Club for, I think, about 4 years now. And we are starting with the Brights color family in August. And you can receive 6 sheets of each of those 10 colors. And I don't remember the price offhand, but I can probably put a link to the Cardstock Club event on Facebook. But anyway, you get to share, again, a package of each of those 10 colors with 3 other people. And it gives you, by the end of Cardstock Club in December, it gives you 6 sheets of all of the colors of Stampin' Up! Color family. So it's an awesome way to get a little bit of everything at a reasonable price again. Okay, we need to talk about the winner of the prize from last week. And we love being able to offer a prize each week. We've got these awesome in-color gems, and Donna Fenton is our winner. So congratulations, Donna. I'll be seeing her this Saturday, so I'll be able to give her her prize. And she was entered for a chance to win by leaving a comment on our video from last week. So thank you for doing that, Donna. We had lots of comments last week, and I appreciate that. You can also share the video. You can send up a heart or thumbs up. Any of those things help us in the algorithm so that other people see the video and find our page. And so we really appreciate your help with that. So we like doing a little prize each week. This week I've got a package of Stampin' Dimensionals. You know I love those, and so it's always a great prize. We are almost to 1,200 followers on Stamp with CT as well. We are just a couple people away. So if you are not following Stamp with CT, I would appreciate you going and doing that and help get us over that milestone too. That would be awesome. Okay, we appreciate you being here with us. Hope you'll let us know if you like this fun fold, and definitely if you create one of your own, please share a picture. You can either message it to me or text it to me, or you can leave it in the comments here so everyone can see it. But we love to inspire you, and we love to get that feedback when you create. Makes us happy. That's part of what our why is, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay. We'll see you again next Wednesday.